And they kick off here. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the... Can they stop it going in? And the keeper was finally able to claim it.
Well, what a great piece of goalkeeping. Firstly the save and then the recovery. Brilliant from him.
The ball back with Real now. He's protecting it effectively. Oh, but they've lost it now. Modric. And they have possession again. Joao Felix. Eden Hazard. And a fine tackle. Can they forge ahead? They do. And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. So the game has restarted and Chelsea are the team with the lead. Thiago Silva. And giving the ball away. The fans in favour of the shot here. Well, it was a superb effort and so near, Stuart.
Well, it just opened up for him, didn't it? Right to take the shot on, and it was a decent attempt.
N'Golo Kanté. Modric. Chilwell. Interception to snuff out the danger. And now here's Eden Hazard. Modric. And still pressing. And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there.
Who's going to get on the end of it? It's a perfect challenge. Sterling. Well, the intervention was by Luka Modric, a good one. Benzema. Benzema! And he's missed it. Good heavens.
Well, that's a big miss. That should have been the equaliser.
Mikhailo Mudryk. Out of play, Real Madrid throw here. Oh, that's a really good run. Benzema! Well, misfiring without any shadow of a doubt. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. Can't miss, surely. And he struck the post. Well, no damage done.
Well, Real are still only one down, but I'm not sure how. That was so close. They need a reaction here.
Well, now it's all about forgetting that that was such a close shave and using the ball themselves advantageously. Sterling. Sterling. A very timely interception. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. He has teammates around him. Benzema! Keeper had work to do.
Well, it's been a while, but these fans are now coming to life. Can they equalise here?
And the keeper there to deal with it. Well, a corner right on the back of the last one. He read the situation defensively and did his job. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. Clear foul play, and as a result, a free kick forthcoming. And the referee has shown him the red card, and his day is done.
Yeah, they were in complete control of this game. Now they're going to have to defend really well.
Karim Benzema. And he takes on the shot. And touched onto the frame of the goal. Outdoing his opponent. On a pass that lacks quality.
Well, it's been quite clear that Chelsea have been second best in terms of possession, but when they have had it, they've looked so dangerous, particularly...
Hang on a minute, Stuart. Opportunity unfolding. Ball is loose. Danger averted for now. And space for them here on the flank. And Kai Havertz. Intercepting it intelligently. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Well, it petered out. Vinicius Junior. The fans in favour of the shot here. And read the danger magnificently.
Well, if he gets this wrong, a penalty and a sending off. But he was spot on with his challenge.
Plenty of running room in the wide position. Was always likely to be the goalkeeper. Ball. Is this the moment? Well, they've managed to get away with it in the end, Stuart.
Yeah, he's recovered it well, but that was a really poor mistake to start with.
And with that, the first half draws to... So underway again. Chelsea with the lead, but absolutely no room for complacency. Plenty of options. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Real chance. Goalkeeper in charge of the situation. Delivering it. Great pressure to win the ball back. Could be a chance to break here. Kai Havertz. Noni Madueke. James. And it might appeal to Raheem Sterling, you know. And they couldn't quite muster a real threat. Determined defending. Benzema. Possession one. Oh, it's gone in, would you believe? And that is going to be classified as an own goal. So in business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Sterling. Could be. Oh, it's an unbelievable save by Courtois. Over it comes. Oh, really good header, but the goalkeeper there to cover up. Well, a corner right on the back of the last one. Not messing around with that clearance. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Will they profit from this situation? Vinicius Junior. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? Carvajal. And the flag raised. Offside it is. Chilwell. Here's Chilwell. Really a very poor ball. Kroos, it looks promising. Good work to win it back high up the pitch. Madueke. He's got the right idea with that pass. Trying to lob the keeper. Well, a lovely chip, and it had a chance.
Well, it's a really good effort, but he just can't get it underneath the crossbar.
Benzema. Toni Kroos. Went in strongly to win the ball. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Oh, it's a goal! Playing a man short doesn't seem to bother them. They hit the front. Action underway once more. A wake-up call for the Real players, maybe. Can they find a response now? Well, he has the measure of his man. And a chance to level it. Well, that effort was always going wide. He's not going to be best pleased with himself. Sterling. He's using his strength to good effect. Sterling has it. Karim Benzema. Karim Benzema. Great block from Thiago Silva. And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms.
Well, here's the replay. He does well to find that bit of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure to finish it off. That's a good goal.
And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. Noni Madueke. Now we're inside the final 15 minutes. Gives it a go. Oh, he saved it well. So a goal kick is what's coming up here.
Well, Chelsea can't believe they're not leading here, but that was a great save. He's just kept his team on level terms here.
Karim Benzema. Well, he's given us away. Koulibaly. Here's Chilwell. 10 minutes left for play. Well, racing past his man. Can they forge ahead? Oh, a goal! Who would have predicted this after the sending off? They have the lead now. Well, a dramatic moment near the end. And that might well be the decider. Karim Benzema. The referee has given the advantage to Real Madrid. Well, no advantage in the end, and she'll pull it back for the free kick. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. There might very well be late excitement. 5 minutes left, and the margin just 1. Cross! Still could be dangerous. Well, they can keep possession of it now.
Well, that was the big chance they've been looking for, and that could be the match-winning save.
Fernandez. Room to roam for Chelsea on the wing. He's just got to continue his run. Oh, cleared off the line. Alert defending.
Well, what a dramatic finish we could have here. These Real fans are ramping up the atmosphere now.
And caught by the keeper. And a strong tackle. Benzema. Here's Valverde. So the final whistle, and what we can say officially now is that Chelsea have picked up maximum points from this fixture.
Yes, Derek, well, it could have gone either way, couldn't it? It was so competitive for much of the game, but they kept pushing, kept believing, and probably deserved the winner in the end. A great result.
Well, in typical fashion, at times Kai Havertz made it look easy. Interested to know what you made of his performance.
Well, he gave them a really hard time, didn't he? His speed of thought was excellent, and he took the winning goal so well. He was brilliant today.
And still pressing. And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there.
And the keeper there to deal with it. Well, a corner right on the back of the last one. Real chance. Goalkeeper in charge of the situation. Oh, it's gone in, would you believe? And that is going to be classified as an own goal. Could be. Oh, it's an unbelievable save by Courtois. Oh, a really good header, but the goalkeeper there to cover up. Well, a corner right on the back of the last one. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Oh, it's a goal! Playing a man short. Karim Benzema. Great block from Thiago Silva. And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms. It's very much a temple of football, the Santiago Bernabeu, right here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player, Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Real Madrid taking on Chelsea.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining...
Well, this wonderful city offers the visitors so much, including football. Barcelona, of course. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Barcelona up against Bayern Munich. Oh, managing to beat him. Can he take the chance? Oh, keeper dealt with it. Trying to pick out a teammate. And blocked for now. And here's the starting 11 for Barcelona. Marc-André ter Stegen starts in goal. Frenkie de Jong plays with Sergio Busquets in central midfield. And the starting role in attack today is handed to Robert Lewandowski. Here's the initial 11 for Bayern. Jan Sommer is the goalkeeper. Joao Cancelo starts with Alphonso Davies in the fullback positions. Serge Gnabry starts with Leroy Sané in the wide areas. And the centrepiece of the attack today, Sadio Mane.
Well, the mere mention of the name of Robert Lewandowski can have the effect of striking fear in opposing defences. What do you expect to see from him today, Stuart?
Well, the best players can play in tight areas, and he can certainly play in tight areas, in and around the box.
They might score here, Stuart. And fine goalkeeping. Joshua Kimmich with the corner. Dembele. Leroy Sané. Poor pass under no real pressure. He's beaten his man. Must take the lead here. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Being pressed here. Goretzka. Sergio Busquets. Looks promising here from Lewandowski, this run. But really sticking to the task defensively. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Jamal Musiala. Return to Sané. Has eyes for goal. Well, he hit it with authority. Close. Oh, he's lost possession. And here's Joshua Kimmich. Potential danger here. Crossing opportunity. Shot attempted. A smart stop here. De Jong. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Lewandowski. Can he get them in front? Well, there's a keeper on song.
Well, how did he stop that? That's just unbelievable.
The fans in favour of the shot here. Squanders the chance for 1-0.
Well, that's a big miss. They should be leading now.
Oh, great play. Well, in there to tidy up. Leroy Sané. Lewandowski. And is this the moment for Lewandowski? There is the goal to open the scoring. Who can say they don't deserve to be in front? Underway again with Barcelona in the lead. Well, on the cusp of the interval and Barca in front. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, they've worked hard and played well to be in front here, but they now need to keep their focus as we approach half-time.
Sergio Busquets has lost it. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. This could be the equaliser. But oh, what an important save! How about that?
Well, at least he hit the target, but he should really beat the keeper from there. They should be level now.
Mane. Sané, can he get them level? And a goal to level it up for Bayern. So back underway following the equaliser. Now a good tackle. Good-looking sequence. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Jamal Musiala. Oh, a lovely ball. And now waiting to pounce. Oh, he really bruised the crossbar. Missing the target by a tiny margin.
Well, it's a difficult skill to get right, but he almost pulled it off there. He made such good contact with the ball.
Pedri. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. De Jong. On to Lewandowski. Well, the first 45 minutes have come and gone here in Catalonia. This should be very enjoyable. Into the second half then. Leroy Sané. Goretzka has it now. Sané. This could square the game, but the keeper has his say. And how important could that be in the grand scheme of things?
Well, that was a big chance, and really, he should have taken that. But let's give credit to the goalkeeper. It's a decent save.
And not quite accurate enough, Stuart.
Well, I think he should do better there, but at least they're now knocking at the door.
And a timely intervention. Goretzka. They've got it now, what can they do? Sané. On to Goretzka. Robert Lewandowski illuminating in the first half of this game, Stuart.
Yeah, good first half performance, obviously with the goal, but with so many chances falling to him, you wonder whether he could have had 2 or 3 by now. But I wouldn't be too surprised, though, if he ends up with the match ball, as he does look a real threat.
Well, a badly timed run, just a fraction offside. Leon Goretzka. Sadio Mane now. Kimmich. Jamal Musiala. And flag raised, offside.
Well, that was always going to be offside. He just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
Really a very poor ball. A free kick decision going the way of Bayern. They did look on for them, but not to be. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Now can they make something happen? Dembele! And a decent save, full credit. Fired over by Ousmane Dembele. And they deal with the threat this time. Options in the centre. Leon Goretzka. De Ligt. Now with Kimmich. Not a bad pass it was. Promising sequence. So Barcelona with the lead, and now they have a corner. And over it comes. A decisive clearance it was. And cuts inside. He's found a pocket of space. And making sure nothing untoward happened following the cross. Short corner it is. João Cancelo. Sané. Now Kimmich. He got in the way of that cross. And that'll be a Bayern ball. Well, he almost headed it in. Lewandowski. Lewandowski. And over the touchline for what will be a Bayern throw-in. Well, nearing the end of the game here, and Barcelona are almost there, Stuart.
Well, they've certainly controlled the tempo of the game and just about deserved their lead. But they've got to keep their concentration right to the end here.
Oh, could be. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. Dembele tasked with taking the corner. Well, the corner too close to the goalkeeper that time. Joshua Kimmich. Pressing high, and they have the ball again. 10 minutes left for play. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. Good-looking ball. There could be a chance now. And the keeper more than equal to it. A corner kick, and who knows, this might represent their last chance to grab an equaliser. Not the easiest of situations for the keeper. They'll repeat the trick. Corner again. And the goalkeeper really exuding confidence. Torres. Out of play for a Bayern throw-in. They are making headway, but really they need a goal with time not on their side. And here's Joshua Kimmich. On to Mane. Can he finish? Chance to cross. Well, not a great cross, making the goalkeeper's job rather easy. Lewandowski. Oh dear, not really troubling the goalkeeper at all, Stuart.
Well, from that range he should be scoring, and he knows it.
Serge Gnabry. And the referee has decided to add on 3 additional minutes. And now, passing it through. He's missed the chance, and they're still behind, Stuart.
Well, you always hope for one more big chance in a game, and that was it. Not sure they'll get another now.
Sergio Busquets. Lewandowski. And what can they do to stop him running at them? Can he finish them off? And he thwarted the attack with a masterful tackle. And there it is, the final whistle. Disappointment for Bayern Munich and the many fans around the world. Not exactly what they had in mind. I wonder what you thought of it all.
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.
Well, plenty to like about what Robert Lewandowski produced in this. This is where every top-level footballer wants to be after a long season. The Champions League final. Only 2 teams left in the battle for Europe's Premier Club competition. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary on this final tonight by Stuart Robson. It is Liverpool facing Manchester City.
Well, what a night, Derek. 2 great teams, a perfect pitch, a magnificent stadium, and millions watching around the world. What more could you ask for, apart from maybe different commentators?
And this is how Liverpool will line up. Alisson begins in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Joel Matip in central defence. Thiago starts alongside Fabinho in the centre of midfield. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. Kyle Walker with the delivery. Introducing the starting players for Manchester City. Ederson between the posts. Nathan Ake plays with Kyle Walker as fullbacks. Phil Foden plays with Jack Grealish in the wide positions. And the lone striker today is Erling Haaland. Grealish. De Bruyne in the centre. Well, when it left the boot, I thought it might have a chance of fooling the keeper, but it didn't. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Gundogan. Can they forge ahead? Able to clear the danger, at least for now. Foden. High quality defending. And he might be through here. Out of play it goes, and it will be a throw-in. Grealish. Gundogan. Delivering it into the box. And problem solved for now. De Bruyne. To jump in front. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Effective challenge. A danger here as he runs at them. But in the crowd, they want to see him take on the shot. Couldn't grab hold of it. Jack Grealish. Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Oh, fancy footwork. Will he finish? Oh, again the frame of the goal. And given away.
Well, Liverpool was so close to taking the lead there, but if they keep making chances, it's surely only a matter of time before they do so.
Oh, keeper in control. So the corner played into the box. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Matip. And crossed in the direction of the back post. Oh, he's done it! But hang on, offside is the verdict here. It's not going to stand.
Well, you can tell he thought he was onside here, but the assistant, I think, got it absolutely right.
Grealish. And showing fine vision. Well, he was a long way from goal, but that didn't seem to bother him.
Well, he won't strike a football much better than that. That certainly had the keeper worried. Well, Liverpool have dominated possession in the last 15 minutes and created a hatful of chances. But when you're enjoying that amount of possession, you need to make it count.
Gundogan. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Well, not on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well.
That is how to apply the pressure. Oh, good skill, and he's managed to beat his man. Well, danger averted thanks to his teammate. Well, he was under a bit of stress, but back to the keeper. Thiago, might be a chance here. Able to close down the shot. Well, not the greatest pass, easily intercepted. A very timely interception. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. Now, who can he play it to? Well, disappointing end to the move. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Oh, the flag's gone up, and there wasn't much in that. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. An attack full of promise. Nicely timed tackle. Oh, that's an interesting pass. If you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on. And he takes it on. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Into the second half then, in this battle for Champions League glory. Possession changing hands. And he's in. Well, last gasp defending, but brilliant defending. Fabinho. He's done well to get forward. Thiago. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Now, options are plenty. Thiago. Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating. And in the perfect position to read it.
Well, Liverpool was so close to taking the lead there, but if they keep making chances, it's surely only a matter of time before they do so.
Well, the counter chance looks very real. Grealish. Haaland. He's trying to create something. De Bruyne. And simple for the keeper.
Well, City should be leading comfortably here because their creativity has been really good today. But if you don't take your chances, there's always the danger you might be caught on the counter-attack. And that could certainly happen here.
Must score! And he couldn't bag the first goal of the contest.
Well, I can't believe he's missed the target there. That's a poor finish.
And so 30 minutes left for play in this one.
Chance to attack using width. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. And Manchester City will go to their bench. Well, far from the ideal pass. Mahrez. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Well, a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he?
Kevin De Bruyne. Well, visionary passing.
Well, I must say it did look so promising, but the flag is raised. Offside the verdict, Stuart.
Well, he's just too eager there. It's the right run, but he's made it too early.
And a fine tackle. Can he find the right pass? And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Riyad Mahrez. On to Haaland. Could be. Oh, commanding goalkeeping. And De Bruyne firing it over. Well, couldn't really direct it where he wanted. And a tidy tackle. Shot attempted. Still alive.
And the keeper hangs on at the second attempt.
Well, he's done really well, hasn't he? Great stop, and then the reaction.
And just as well from the defensive point of view that he was able to make that interception. 15 minutes left for play. And steered back under a bit of pressure. Gundogan. Being pressed and pressed high. And given away. This is Thiago. Can they forge ahead? Well, I think he's going to be a bit cross with himself.
Well, that should have been the winner, but he's got it all wrong. That's an easy save for the keeper.
Rodri. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. All hands on deck. Huge piece of goalkeeping to keep the game level.
Well, what a time to make a save like that. It's a brilliant effort.
A change in the offing for City. And taken short. And the keeper able to hold on to it. Five minutes remaining then, and the score sheet remains blank. Liverpool sloppy in possession here. Well, racing past his man. De Bruyne must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, as you can see, the defending is really poor, but he won't mind. It's a simple finish for him.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Very quick thinking there. Mahrez. No possibilities in the centre. And a no-nonsense clearance. Rodri. Now Mahrez. Now the attack fizzled out. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? And an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. And there it is, full-time, Manchester City, Champions League winners.
Well, just look at the emotions out there. Joy and relief on one side, despair and heartache on the other. But we've got the right winners here. They fully deserved it on the night.
For these players, well, it's the night of their lives. And they're determined to enjoy every millisecond.
Well, they have to make the most of this, don't they? It's a great feat. What an achievement from them.
Well, they don't need to be reminded about what comes next. It's the presentation of the coveted Champions League trophy.
Well, there's some tired players out there, but what you can be sure of, they'll find some energy when they get their hands on the trophy. They'll be going mad in the next few moments.
The Champions League winners, Manchester City.
Well, this is what they wanted. What a moment for these players. They've worked so hard to win this trophy. They've been fantastic.
And you can feel the emotion. It's natural to reflect on this final, but so much hard work has gone into the entire campaign. Memories, memories. What would a celebration be without the chance to enjoy it with your own supporters?
Well, these fans have certainly played their part, haven't they? They'll savour these moments. They've travelled far and wide to follow their team. They're loving every minute of this, and why not? They deserve it.
A performance of fire as well as ice. They held their nerve when that was necessary. And these celebrations will run long into the night.
Well, these are the moments they have to make the most of. It doesn't happen very often, does it? These will be photos to cherish for years to come. Brilliant stuff.
The Champions League victors, Manchester City. Keeper in control. And crossed in the direction of the back post. Oh, he's done it! But hang on, offside is the verdict here. Well, he was a long way from goal, but that didn't seem to bother him.
Well, he won't strike a football much better than that.
Well, not on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well.
Must score! And he couldn't bag the first goal of the contest.
Well, I can't believe he's missed the target there. That's a poor finish.
Could be. Oh, commanding goalkeeping. I couldn't really direct it where he wanted. Piece of goalkeeping to keep the game level.
Well, what a time to make a save like that.
I wake up from last night, slow down. Yeah, yeah, it's me. It's the universe. 100% the beats. That's forever. If you can't stomach your words. It'll break. Think about it. Okay. If I witness another day.
This is where every top-level footballer wants to be after a long season. The Champions League final. Only 2 teams left in the battle for Europe's Premier Club competition. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary on this final tonight by Stuart Robson. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Manchester City.
Well, Derek, this is magnificent. The atmosphere inside this stadium is electric. Let's just hope the tension doesn't affect the players. It shouldn't do. Just look at the quality down there.
And now the Champions League final commences. Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters. Gianluigi Donnarumma begins in goal. Sergio Ramos plays alongside Marquinhos in central defence. Marco Verratti starts alongside Fabian in central midfield. And finally the forwards, Neymar plays alongside Kylian Mbappe. And a look at the starting 11 for Manchester City. Ederson is the goalkeeper. Nathan Ake plays with Kyle Walker as fullbacks. Kevin De Bruyne plays alongside Rodri in the centre of midfield. And it's two strikers up front who will look to provide the goal-scoring threat. Opportunity here. Corner given to PSG. Trying to pick out a teammate. Now, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Lionel Messi. Shielding the ball superbly. Mbappe. And not an effort that will live long in the memory.
Well, the defenders will be relieved because that was a good chance. From that sort of distance, he should really be hitting the target. It was a really poor attempt in the end.
De Bruyne. Ake. The cross is on. Foden. On to De Bruyne. Walker. And the goal kick will be next. The presence of Lionel Messi in the starting 11 should be a warning to opposing defenders.
Well, Derek, he's the perfect finisher. He's got a great shot on him. His movement is excellent, and in 1v1 situations, you always expect him to score.
Giving the ball to the opposition that time. An incisive pass. And Neymar's motoring. Oh, it's just over. So unlucky.
Well, it's a cheeky attempt, but it just doesn't come down in time.
Diaz. And giving the ball away. Hakimi. Here's Marquinhos. Far from a good pass. Marco Verratti. Neymar makes his way forward with purpose. Options around him. Oh, he saved it well. And he's fired over the corner. Well, the corner too close to the goalkeeper that time. Haaland. Really a very poor ball. Lionel Messi. Can they hit on the break? Walker. Will they profit from this situation? Well, it was a risky challenge, but brilliantly executed. There's a slide rule pass. And there it is, a chance. And they've scored! First goal in this season's UEFA Champions League final.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
And so, back playing again, PSG with the lead. Fabian. Really good challenge. City know that wide area is really opening up. And brave goalkeeping to deal with the danger.
Well, he had to get that right, didn't he? That's good goalkeeping.
And he read it well.
Well, those stats tell us that PSG haven't dominated the ball, but their speed of attack when they win the ball back has been breathtaking. It's been a really good performance from them so far.
Kevin De Bruyne. On the ball, Ruben Dias. Haaland. Vital interception. The danger was very real. Well, with tackling like that, the onus is on the referee to take action, potentially. Well, it was apparently a bookable offence.
Well, no debate over that one. It's a yellow card all day long.
In position here to protect the ball. Well, he has players waiting at the back post. The high press was very much on. Simple save, really. Walker. Kylian Mbappe. Verratti now. And half-time coming up with PSG on top. Stuart, your thoughts on their performance to this point?
Well, I think they've been the better side in this first half. They've defended well, they've looked dangerous in attack, and they've controlled the midfield. It's been a solid performance so far.
Foden. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Haaland. Making sure it didn't get past him. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. And in with a real chance. Majestic piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he loves...
It's Neymar's corner. Kimpembe. Well, making high pressing work for them here. And that's the way to keep the ball out of the net.
Well, he doesn't get enough on it, does he? That's too easy for the goalkeeper, I think.
That is that for the first half here. "45 minutes separating these two sides from glory. The second half of the Champions League final begins. Mbappe in the centre. Well, nothing untoward happened. Minge. Return to Neymar. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Grealish. He might yet finish. Oh, a goal! He's equalised! Was he made from moments like this? On an occasion like this?
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
So underway again, following the goal that made things level.
A move of promise on the flank.
And let's give credit to the defending. Grealish. On to Messi.
And he's made headway. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
So City get things going again, and the onus is on them to erase the damage done by that concession.
Space on the flank.
Well, it came to nothing in the end.
Well, that's one for them to pursue. He's just got to continue his run. Save, but still a chance. Well, last gasp, but penalty in the opinion of the referee. And this is seriously getting away from them.
Well, no card handed out, but quite a few upset players out there, Stuart.
Well, he's made a genuine attempt to play the ball, so penalty yes, yellow card no.
A chance to extend their lead.
Oh dear, what was that?
Well, I'm afraid, Derek, that was a woeful effort. What was he thinking? Well, City, as the stats highlight, have had most of the ball, but they've shown a real lack of creativity today. They need to be far more inventive in the final third if they're to turn things round here.
And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Marco Verratti. Neymar.
Can he finish?
And they couldn't add to their advantage.
Well, that would have put them in complete control. He should have scored there.
Laporte. De Bruyne now. What a shocking pass, really. Real chance. It's opened up for him. And there it is! A two-goal cushion now. And just look at these fans. The trophy coming their way, surely.
So they get the ball moving again. 3-1 the scoreline here. What's going to happen next?
Rodri. It's with Laporte. Foden. Laporte. And that was a very fine read. Foden. Foden. Can't miss, surely. Oh, terrific save.
Well, you're absolutely right. That's a top-class save. Just look how he reacts.
Playing it in. Well, trying to build a head of steam. Another corner it'll be. Well, he couldn't quite keep it down. Verratti. Clean challenge. Now a potentially dangerous position for City. And he's through here. Going for the dink. Well, full credit to him. He had the audacity to try it.
Well, that's so close to being a lovely goal. It just doesn't come down in time.
Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Grealish. And return to Walker. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Teammates available. Oh, he's given it. The referee says penalty. And an opportunity for them to pull one back here. And it has been judged to have been a bookable offence.
Well, I think the referee's got that right all round. It was a penalty and it was a yellow card.
This to get themselves back into it. And he's missed spectacularly.
Well, that's such a poor penalty. He's missed that by a mile.
And they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Nuno Mendes. Neymar. Neymar. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Oh, he saved it!
Well, excellent from the keeper. That's a really top-class save.
Fired in by Neymar. Clattered away. Kimpembe. Lionel Messi. Well, not the greatest pass. Easily intercepted. Mbappe. Well, no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. Gundogan. He's found a pocket of space. Space afforded PSG. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Neymar. And unable to keep possession. He's using his strength to good effect. Oh, but they've lost it now. Holland. Walker now. Rodri. Chance to cross. Gundogan. Bernardo Silva waiting in the middle. Full time. Parisian pride shines through. PSG have cleared the final hurdle in the Champions League. And hello to you from the home of football here in London, Wembley Stadium. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for expert analysis by my partner, Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's England versus France.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
It's still there for him. Well, didn't seem to be in complete control of the ball, and a corner has been awarded. Well, no end product. Mbappe. And back with Griezmann. And a fine cross. Well, when it left the boot, I thought it might have a chance of fooling the keeper, but it didn't. The England first 11. Jordan Pickford stands between the posts. Luke Shaw starts with Kyle Walker as fullbacks. Declan Rice starts alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And the centrepiece of the attack today is Harry Kane. Here's the side France will go with. Mike Maignan begins in goal. Dayo Upamecano plays alongside Rafael Varane in central defence. Kylian Mbappe starts with Ousmane Dembele out wide. And getting the vote of confidence in attack today, Olivier Giroud.
Just to let you know, the club shop is open after today's game. If you'd like to get your tickets for the next game.
And intercepted it.
Merchandise.
And they continue to advance. Now far from a smooth challenge. Now will the referee produce a card? So we have an early booking here to report, Stuart.
Yeah, and I think the referee's absolutely right. He's just making it clear to all the players out there, he's not going to take any messing about here.
And going short with it. Mbappe. Mbappe. Bukayo Saka. Oh, a nice looking pass. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming. Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Well, they have the ball once more. And that puts them in position. A lovely attempt. And that's the way to keep the ball out of the net.
Well, he doesn't get enough on it, does he? That's too easy for the goalkeeper, I think.
Working really well as a team to regain possession. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Mbappe. They're going to roam on the wing. Well, it's ended up being, quite frankly, easy for the keeper.
Well, he should be hitting the back of the net. That's a poor effort.
Sterling has lost custody of it. Well, they get the ball once more. Mbappe. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them.
Well, just look at the defending here. They've made it so easy for him in the end. That's just not good enough.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Hernandez. Can he put them ahead? Able to close down the shot. Well, an opportunity here for them to get their noses in front from the corner. Playing it in. Chouameni. Mbappe. And the pass by Mbappe. He'll be disappointed. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? And just like that, the counter-attack comes to an end. Hernandez. Giroud. Now with Mbappe. Well, unable to bend his run. Offside. Kane. And snuffing out the danger. Rafael Varane. And the pass was just that little bit off. Nearly found its target. This might have potential. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Rabiot. Well, the pass not finding its target. Kane. Great effort to keep that one in play. Rafael Varane. Well, he's given us away. Maguire. Here's Luke Shaw. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Kane tries to lift it. Keeper did his job to begin with. Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out? Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
He's driven in the corner. Well, not cleared away completely. Threat over for now, it seems. Well, there we have it. We're at the halfway mark now, here at Wembley.
Well, Antoine Griezmann, so far, you've got to say, excelling out there, Stuart.
Well, they weren't at their best.
Into the second half then, and these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. Dembele. Well, the flag has gone off. It was really close. Kane. High quality defending. Mbappe. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Rafael Varane. Chouameni. Rabiot. On to Giroud. You can sense the threat is there, but then the one that fails to hit its target. Phil Foden. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Kane. Not in the crowd, they want to see him take on the shot. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish. Well, France have controlled possession, as you can see, but most of their passing has been in deeper areas. Unless they start getting it into their front players with better quality, they'll struggle to turn this one around.
Well, first things first, they need the ball again. Magnificent challenge to win it back. And this situation could be dangerous. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick. Underway again with the score at 3-1. And into the last 30 minutes now. Might be able to set up the chance. Big opportunity. Oh, marvellous goalkeeping.
Well, it's a top-class save from a top-class goalkeeper. That's absolutely brilliant.
And showing good defensive judgment. Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Giroud. Well-timed tackle. Sterling. Well, not giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. And possession given away. Kane. Now with Shaw. And back with Kane. Rice. Well, not on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well.
Koundé. Giroud. Just not looking confident in possession. Kane. Will he find the net? And pushed onto the woodwork. Remarkable save. Yet again, inspirational. Chouameni. Went in strongly, decisively. Quite possibly a yellow card as their flow was stopped. Well, he tried to get it to dip right at the end of its flight.
Well, it's great technique. He strikes it so cleanly, but it just doesn't come down in time. Well, here you can see it again. It's close, but it's certainly not over the line. The officials got that absolutely right.
15 minutes left for play.
Can he get one back? He can! He's given his team a real opportunity, and momentum is with them.
Well, as you can see, this is a great pass from Dembele, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Maguire. So almost at full time, and the home side on course to eke out a narrow win. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, what a finale we have here. Both sides have looked good going forward, but poor defensively. But I do think they have been the better side for much of this game. They just need to defend their box with determination in these last few minutes.
Rafael Varane. Declan Rice. And very deftly cut out.
Well, what an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. The fans are driving the players on here. Surely they're going to hang on now.
And a throw in here for France. Still pressing for a goal here. Firing it in and keeping it out. Time really is of the essence. What can they do from this situation? Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Well, he would love to have that header back. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Declan Rice. Maguire. Now Harry Kane. Well, nicely cut out. What about the stoppage time situation? 2 minutes the word. Dembele. They get forward, but time is very much against them here. And there goes the final whistle. Very acceptable from an England point of view. A victory here. Stuart, your thoughts on their performance?
Well, Derek, it was a tight game. Both sides had their moments and chances, but overall, they just about shaded it. A well-earned victory.
But in the crowd, they want to see him take on the shot. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick. He can!